What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Arlington post-race discussion. Going to be pretty much just going over the entire race, 250 and 450 class, where we play some MX bikes. Got this idea from Kellen Brower at Start Your Systems, so shout out to him. All right, let's get into it. So Pierce Brown, he's going to grab the win in Arlington after a great ride. Did what he had to do, rode consistent laps after taking the lead from Joe Shimoda early. And I mean, he rode good. He did jump on those flashing lights, but we've already heard, there's already been reports out about it, that there will be no penalties for that. So he doesn't have anything to worry about there. He will be your points leader heading into Daytona. And I mean, yeah, like I said, he rode great. I'm not going to take anything away from Pierce, even with the red light stuff, just because it at the end of the day was out for a silly reason. But yeah, I mean, he rode great. Super happy for him. Glad he was able to grab his first career win. And honestly, I'd be interested to see if he can turn this into more. I really hope this isn't just a flash in the pan from him, but you really never know. His starts haven't been all that consistent in his career. So, yeah, hopefully he can turn this into a title run, and we could see a four rider battle between him, Shimoda, Davies, and Haymaker. So that would be pretty sick to see. But good for Pierce Brown. Glad he was able to knock that one down. And yeah, expecting big things from him for the rest of the season. In second place, he had Joe Shimoda, who, I mean, he looked incredible. He jumped out to the early lead, was pulling away, was absolutely gapping Brown, gapping Bennett, gapping the field on a night where it didn't really seem like anyone had that much of a speed advantage other than Cole Davies, but we'll get to him. So yeah, I mean, he was riding great. And 2 weeks off of a broken neck, or 2 weeks back on the bike from a broken neck, I don't know how you can expect much more. Um, yeah, kind of robbed just a little bit with those red lights, considering he did what he was supposed to do. Gets passed because of it. Pierce Brown, the lights were also out for him. He does not roll. He does not get penalized. So kind of bummed for Joe there, but I mean, he'll have plenty more opportunities. And honestly, after that race, he's my new title favorite. To go from, I mean, 2 weeks back on the bike from a broken neck to going out there, and I mean, really, I mean, being the main event winner, he should have won the race. So, I mean, that's ridiculous. So, can only expect him to get better as the year goes along, and I really do. So that'll be pretty fun to see from Joe. Excited to see what he has this year, and I expect him to bring another number one plate to HRC. Third place, yeah, Dax Bennick. He absolutely surprised the heck out of me. I mean, started the day not great in qualifying, wasn't all that fast. In the heat race, looked like, I mean, a C-class rider out there. Um, when you have Cody Shock passing you like you're standing still, that's not usually a thing you want to see from a factory guy. And that's unfortunately what happened to him. I mean, taking nothing away from Cody Shock. He's been riding great, but at the end of the day, Dax Bennick is on a full factory team for a reason, and Cody Shock isn't. So, yeah, you definitely don't want him blowing past your guy. But yeah, rode like crap all day pretty much, and then somehow came out in the main event and just, I mean, shocked the world really. Um, he came out and just looked. I mean, he looked fantastic. He was on Shimoda and Brown the entire time. Didn't let them get away. Wasn't letting Hammaker close the gap. And I mean, yeah, he really surprised me. I know the whole storyline with him is podiums, podiums, podiums at all the opening rounds. Can he do it again? And I mean, somehow he did, but this one was a lot different from the last few. Um, he just looked a lot better than he usually does at the opening rounds. Last year he looked good. 2024 he looked good, but this is looking a little more repeatable if you ask me. He might just be able to actually turn this into something. So that'd be pretty cool to see for Dax Bennick, and hopefully he can. I don't think he's going to be in the title fight this year, but who knows? Maybe he can surprise me. Malcolm Stewart said he's been riding absolutely insane at the practice track, so maybe he's a little bit better than everyone's giving him credit for. So yeah, happy for Dax. Fourth place spot, you had Seth Haymaker, who, in my opinion, had a little bit of a disappointing main event. Got tangled up a little bit off the start with Davies. Somehow didn't go down. That was incredible. But after that, he was pretty much in fourth pretty early, and I expected him to get past Dax. honestly, I expected him to win the race. Early in the race, I was like, yeah, he's gonna roll through these guys. Like I said, you had Shimoda with the injury. You had Pierce Brown, who really hasn't raced Supercross in over a year, and you had Dax Bennick, who, like I said, has probably been a bit underrated. So I thought he was going to roll through those guys, and honestly, he didn't have anything for him. He was just being held back there the entire time. The only time he made up any time on those guys is when mistakes were happening and they were battling back and forth. Other than that, they really had his number. Now, he did say after the race that his plan was to kind of sit back, relax a little bit, get into a flow, and then catch him and, really go. But he said he just couldn't find a flow. So maybe just a round one thing for him. He got fourth last year at Tampa, and we saw how that went. Came a hair away from the title. So I wouldn't give up on him just yet. He's still one of my title favorites. But, yeah, I expected a little bit more out of him. Fifth place, he had Cole Davies. Cole's insane. That dude is a phenom on a motorcycle. To go from that crash in the first turn, which didn't look like it would have felt too great. It's not like it was just a little tuck of the front in a corner. He got slammed down, got back on the bike, in dead last other than all the other people that were down in that pile up. And absolutely, just stormed through the pack. Past guys like they were standing still. In the whoops was over half a second faster than anyone, I believe. The only person in the 5-second range through that sector. So that was incredible. Cole Davies, if he's your title favorite, I completely understand why. He might just be the most talented, fastest guy out there. And yeah, not really too much to say about him. I think he rode great. He'll obviously win quite a few main events this year. And yeah, it'll be fun to watch him go to work next week at Daytona. Next guy I want to touch on is going to be Nate Thrasher, who finished 11th. Obviously really bad on paper, but he was also caught up in that first turn pile up with Davies. And, he just rode through the pack. Obviously didn't quite ride through as well as Davies did. Disappointing start to the championship as there was a lot of hype behind him coming in. Hopefully he's able to turn it around next week, make it through the first turn. And I'd like to see Thrasher make somewhat of a title run, to be honest. He's been so good for so long. He's just so inconsistent. And, this one I wouldn't really say is his fault. Can't really put the blame on him too much. But, it's just another thing of inconsistency for Nate Thrasher. So hopefully he can, I don't know, man. Hopefully he can get it together a little bit and put together a true title run. I wouldn't count him out of it yet just because of one 11th place finish. Last year Seth Hamaker, I'm pretty sure didn't even finish the main event in Detroit or finished like 17th or something like that. And obviously he only lost that East title by 2 points. So, yeah, wouldn't count him out of it yet, but gonna need to see some stuff. He better have a good finish next weekend, or yeah, I'd say he's pretty much done for, especially considering he has no consistency to show for his entire career. The last guy I want to touch on in the 250 class is going to be Caden Dudney, who was also tied up in that first turn crash. Ended up 13th, but the main event's not really what I want to talk about. I'm looking to talk about the heat race where, he looked incredible. Got the whole shot, shuffled back quick from Cole Davies. Oop. Cased this jump right here, actually, trying to triple out, and got passed by Jalek Swoll, and then proceeded to just pressure Jalek Swoll the entire time, trying to make the pass, couldn't get it done. That'll come with experience. Learning how to pass these guys. Not quite used to racing guys this fast. Usually the guys he's racing are a lot slower than him, so he's able to just blow by him. Not going to quite be that way in the professional class, but, he was clearly faster than Jalek Swoll, who hasn't had a lot of time back on the bike, to be fair. But, still, it's the guy's first ever professional Supercross race. So, to go out there and make Jalek Swoll look slow is, it's impressive no matter what anyone says. So, good for Caden. Hopefully he's able to, get out of the first turn next week. And I expect some top fives, and I expect at least one podium this year. And that's saying something because, this field is deep. I haven't even mentioned all the factory guys. So if he's able to get a podium this year, that'd be very impressive. So, yeah, rooting for Caden. And now in the 450 class, we had Hunter Lawrence grabbing his first career win with an incredible ride. He absolutely did things the hard way. Went through Cooper Webb in his own house, mind you. Like, this is 100% where Cooper Webb is his best. Um, yeah, went through Cooper Webb, went through Ken Roxon, and I mean, spurted away. Really had control the entire time, um, and just looked dominant. Looked like he was the best guy in the main event, and he was. That's why he won the race. Now he's going into Daytona with a 4-point points lead over Eli Tomac. Finishing in second place overall was Eli Tomac, who really turned around his day after a rough qualifying. Ended Q1 12th, and then obviously Q2, pretty sure he was top of the board. So he got right back to being himself. But then the heat race, I mean, not like it was anything spectacular. The main event also, he didn't really look great. I mean, he was right there the entire time, but he always looked like he was just a step off of that top group. He was right there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, he was getting pulled or anything. But he did look like he was a step off and wasn't really doing much. But then late in the race, Cooper Webb struggling to get Kenny and this, that, and the other. Eli took advantage, got a 2-for-1. Went just like this, took Cooper Webb high, still got the jump, and yeah, all she wrote. There is some controversy following him right now because apparently he jumped on a red cross. The AMA seems to not think so because they're not dishing out any penalties for him. Honda, obviously not super thrilled. They feel they should have a 9-point points lead heading into Daytona, but is what it is. Great ride by Eli, and honestly, I think this championship may have just narrowed down to 2 people. Might just be between Eli and Hunter at this point. Don't count out Cooper Webb yet. Usually when people start talking like this, he bounces back and grabs a win, does something dramatic to pull himself right back in, but if they beat him again next weekend and Cooper Webb finds himself down by 20-plus points, it's going to be hard to say he's still in the fight. Now that brings us right to our third-place rider, Cooper Webb, who was very disappointed in himself. Felt like he had the speed, and I mean, he did. He rode very well. Just couldn't make the move on Kenny, couldn't make it stick, and, I mean, it cost him. Made mistakes in the on-off section, which is coming up right here. Allowing Hunter by, could never make the move back past him. Hunter then proceeds to get Kenny. Webb gets Kenny. Tomac bumps him off the track. I mean, it was just a little bit all over the map for a rider who's usually pretty calculated. Just waited too long. He said the same thing himself, so he's going to be looking for a bounce back in Daytona. He wants to go into Tomac's house and beat him there, so that'll be exciting to watch. Can't count him out yet, but yeah, he's going to need to make up some points and fast if he wants to fight for this title. In fourth place, you had Ken Roxon, who, I mean, I'm impressed. Let's just say that right now. Considering how sick he was, the fact that he was able to hold on for as long as he did in that top spot and then in the top 2 was incredible. The guy was on rails, riding great, and if he wasn't sick, I think he wins the main event because there's no way you hold on for that long up there with those guys with a sickness, and you can't turn it into something more once the race is over, when you're not sick. I mean, so, yeah, very impressed with how he rode. He was incredible tonight. And, yeah, I'm looking for him to bounce back in Daytona as well. Once he's feeling better, he won there last year, so obviously he can do very well there. He's always been good on those hybrid-style tracks, which I would say Daytona is. So, looking for Kenny to have a good week next week. Fifth place, very quietly, was Justin Cooper. I mean, he rode well, man. If you looked on timing and scoring, obviously he didn't get any TV time because that is the curse of Justin Cooper. He's pretty much just silently there. He was only 5 seconds behind those guys pretty much the entire race, up until Hunter took the lead. He was running pace with them, just couldn't really make up time or anything, but, I mean, he had a great ride. 5 seconds back there. Once Chase Sexton moved up into 6th, I expected him to put in a charge because he actually looked good. And, I mean, he made up absolutely no time on Justin Cooper. So, yeah, another great ride from J. Coop, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't get another podium before the year's out. And another round where the whoops are primarily jumpers. Who knows? Maybe he can grab that first career win. I mean, I'm not holding my breath at this point. It's not looking super likely, to be completely honest, but he is starting to ride better and better every single week. So good for J. Coop. And in 6th place, got to talk about it. Monster Energy Kawasaki, Chase Sexton. Like I said, he definitely looked better this week. 100%. Can't say anything other than that. He looked good-ish. Still wasn't super strong towards the end of the race, so Gonna have some work to do there. Definitely still has work to do on the bike to get him comfortable because, I mean, you can say what you want about Chase. He tucks the front, he crashes a lot, he's whatever. The dude is not slow. And these last few weeks, he hasn't necessarily been fast. So, yeah, they've got a little bit of work to do, but I have no doubt they'll figure it out. I mean, by now, I think he's already out of the title fight. He'll need to win multiple races in a row for me to even consider him in the fight. So yeah, he's probably already out of it. So now at this point, don't even worry about points. I mean, I say do whatever you have to do to get comfortable and focus on fighting for this championship next year, kind of like he did with the KTM. 24 wasn't great on that bike until he got comfortable towards the end of the year, and then came out 25 swinging. Obviously, barely lost the title last year. So yeah, he just needs to figure some stuff out and get comfortable. That's going to be it for our post-race Arlington show. Um, yeah, I mean, it was a fun night of racing. I'm very excited for Daytona. I'm going to be there live, so that'll be super fun. I'll be sure to, snap some good pictures and videos to upload for you guys. So keep an eye out for that, and I will catch you guys next week.